To my channel. I am the Blunt Reader. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me. It is greatly appreciated. So for this reading, we are going to take a look and see what is going on with whoever you are not communicating with at this time, whether that's somebody that you were dating, who ghosted you, a friend, a family member, whoever. We're going to see what's going on with them, what's going on in their mind, how they feel about there being no communication. Will there be communication? And if there will be communication, what is this communication or conversation going to be like? Don't forget to like this video. I'm going to go ahead and give you a few seconds to click the thumbs up button. Also be sure to subscribe. Turn on your post notification bell so that when I post a new video, which happens a few times a week, you will be notified. Now that you are part of this very dysfunctional ass family, let's go ahead and get into your reading. If you watch some of my other videos, you know that I've stated I don't do spreads because I usually can't remember, what position means what. I usually just freestyle. That's just the type of reader that I am. But for this first section over here, this is how this person is feeling that now that you are not communicating with one another. The middle section is whether or not there will be communication, and the last section to the right over here is what this conversation is going to be like if there is a communication between you and your person. Now keep in mind that this is general, as with all of the readings that I post on the channel, so it may or may not resonate with you. If it resonates, cool. If it doesn't, then it's just not for you. I have not looked at the cards, so we're going to see them together. We're going to go through this process together. I just pulled the cards just to save some time. I'm also going to go ahead and clarify so that I can provide you with as much information as Spirit will allow me to. Okay, so for this section of how this person is feeling now that there is no communication between you two, we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. This could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you seek. Respect issues, the Eight of Cups, the Moon, and the Nine of Pentacles. So starting with this religious factors, and this could be the one. I feel like, especially with religious factors, that card for me is always like, this is a very spiritual connection. This is something that you are definitely supposed to be engaged in. Doesn't mean that you have to be engaged in it forever, but it's definitely something that is supposed to help you on your spiritual path, something that is supposed to help you grow, help you ascend, help you become a better person. When I see the religious factors card, especially this could be the one. This could be a twin flame situation if that's something that you believe in, but definitely a soulmate situation at the very least. Not that, a soulmate is, y'all know what I'm saying. With this could be the one. I feel like this person is realizing that now. And it's not even that they didn't know it all along, but I feel whatever caused you two to stop talking, possibly because this person walked away with this Eight of Cups. They could have been doing something shady with the Moon being here, but at some point they felt like this was not it. Like this just was not going to work. They weren't supposed to be with you. Maybe they wanted to go see if the grass was green over there, but we already know how that turns out. But I feel like it's a change of heart is what I'm hearing. That time apart has happened, one, because it needed to happen, but this time apart, this space that you two have are currently undergoing is necessary in order for them to see the light, to come back to the light, come back to reality, and remember that they had something good with you, whether it was a friendship, a relationship, whatever it is, because this Nine of Pentacles energy is here, and this is somebody who is usually single but abundant in her self-worth and her value in what she is creating for herself. Could be a she or a he, doesn't matter. Fit yourself in wherever you fit in. Get in where you fit in. But this is somebody who is the type of person that you want to be with. So with this Eight of Cups, this is walking away, and like I said, maybe they were doing some type of creeping. Maybe there was an issue with respect. Maybe this person was always cheating, always disrespecting you, not taking your feelings into consideration. Whatever the case may be, somebody walked away from this situation And I feel like now that there's been this, no communication, maybe you blocked this person and they've been reaching out and you're just like, no, because you're in this Nine of Pentacles energy, I'm not worried. Like, I'm not worried about you. I don't care what you have going on. You wanted to leave. You wanted to do whatever it is that you did that caused this situation to, kind of fizzle out. So I'm going to let you go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to be over here and be in this good energy. And I feel like this person sees that, whether it's because they're, watching you on social media or something to that extent. But I feel like they are having a change of heart now that you're not talking, because it feels like they left thinking, this isn't for me, or this isn't the person I'm supposed to be with. They left feeling one way. But now that, you're not there, your presence is not there, all of this good energy here with this Nine of Pentacles is no longer there. It's like, damn, now there's a void. And now they're feeling that. And I feel like it's a lot of regret here, a lot of sorrow, because even with this Eight of Cups card, like, this person is not happy to walk away. But when this person, your person, walked away, they could have been happy, because they could have thought, like I said, they were going to, some green grass. Even if it wasn't to another person, it could have been them being single. Maybe they felt like being single was better than being in this connection, or they thought, not being your friend or not talking to you, not having whatever type of connection you had was better than whatever else they wanted. But I feel like that there's been a change of heart. There's been some type of change here, and I do feel like communication is going to come. We haven't gotten there yet, but I just feel like somebody had a change of heart. It may take them a little while to come. We'll see once I clarify, but I definitely feel like it is something they're thinking about. So let's go ahead and clarify. Spirit, please clarify the moon. Please clarify the moon for how this person is feeling now that there is no communication. We got the Tower that wanted to come out, so there could have been some big explosion. Page of Swords, like I said, somebody lurking, spying, watching you in this Nine of Pentacles energy and seeing like you're good without them. Maybe this was your energy, like you were very down about you two not talking, but there's been like a role reversal here. Like, they went off feeling like this Nine of Pentacles energy, and it left you feeling some type of way. And now, now you're in this energy, and now they feel this type of way. Even though this Eight of Cups is about walking away, I honestly feel like because it's walking in the direction of this Nine of Pentacles, like, this is how they're going to come back to you. Because they realize, like, damn, I really fucked up. I really had somebody good. I really had somebody solid on my team. Please clarify the Page of Swords. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups talks about options and choices. It also talks about having your head in the clouds. A lot of thinking, a lot of daydreaming. Not so much on the action part, though. The Page of Swords is also about your thoughts. So I feel like this person is definitely reminiscing. Thinking about you, thinking about the connection that they had with you, and still trying to stay connected to you with this Page of Swords. Because like I said, the Page of Swords is about spying and lurking, gathering information, gathering research, so to speak. In this situation, though, it's kind of like gauging you, trying to see, how you feel, what's going on in your life. Are you going to be willing to, talk to them, accept them back, or are you not? I feel like this Nine of Pentacles energy is very intimidating for them, though. Because they may have been used to seeing you in this Eight of Cups energy, where you were down, where you were upset, where you felt hurt, where you were reaching out to them all the time, possibly, texting them, trying to talk to them, and they fed off of that. You reaching out all the time, but it's like once you stop, now it's like, wait a minute, something's different here. Something's off. And I tell people all the time when they are in situations where they're trying to get somebody to talk to them, the best way to do that is to stop reaching out, especially if you've been reaching out a lot. If you have not heard of the no contact rule, something like that it's called, look it up. You can Google it. You can look it up on YouTube. If I remember, I will put a link in the comment section to the no contact rule, which is, you know, exactly what it sounds like, not contacting the person that you want to talk to. Because once you stop and you pull back your energy, they're going to notice that, especially if you've been doing it a lot, because people feed off of that. Like, I still got them exactly where I want them. They're still reaching out, so they're still interested. But once you stop and you get into this Nine of Pentacles energy, they realize that. Especially if you were an asset to, you know, their life. If you benefited them in some way. Even if it was just with your good energy, they're going to feel that. They're going to fill that void. And then they're going to try to fill the void. But with the Seven of Cups, I feel like somebody also wanted their cake and they wanted to eat it too.
Ain't that what you supposed to do? Ain't you supposed to eat it too?
Yes, you are. But eat the cake that you got at home, not the cake that's at everybody else's house. And maybe that's what this person was doing. Like, they was trying to eat everybody cake. You can't eat everybody cake. Can't eat at everybody's house. And I'm not talking about actual food, but y'all knew that. Got it! What is this Seven of Cups about? Queen of Swords. Somebody got fed up and was like, nah, I'm out. Sis look like she ready to pull off. Like, I don't have time for this. I don't want to be an option. I should have never been an option to begin with. But that was on me. I messed up. I forgot that, you know, I was the Nine of Pentacles energy. I forgot that I was the Queen. I forgot that I was the Empress. If you are a male or you resonate with the masculine energy, just, you know, change the name. I forgot for a little while, but I'm back now. I'm back on my throne. I'm back on my good shit. And I don't have time for that. So whether you walked away or this other person walked away, I feel like it was necessary for growth, for change. And both of you, for different reasons though. As of right now, the energy is still a little iffy to me on whether or not this person is going to come back and there actually be, you know, change, significant change. Or if you're just going to end up in this position again. But because you're in this Queen of Swords, Nine of Pentacles energy, I don't feel like, you know, you would allow it to happen again. At least not for as long as it happened the first time. Which is the whole point. For there to be growth. For you not to tolerate the things that you used to tolerate. Please clarify the Eight of Cups. You have the Six of Swords. Somebody was definitely getting up out of there. The King of Swords, so you could have been married. The Knight of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Sun. And then at the bottom of this deck, y'all see it just slid off. Eight of Cups again. So somebody definitely left. Definitely left. King and Queen of Swords says that you could have been married to this person, or just, you know, somebody who was your match, your equal in some ways, you know. Vibrationally, energetically, you match, which is why, you know, you cross one another's paths. But definitely a connection, like I said in the beginning, that was supposed to happen, that needed to happen for there to be growth, for there to be evolution, for there to be change within you as an individual. With the Six of Swords though, I mean, hell, we got the Eight of Cups here twice. Somebody definitely dipped out. The Six of Swords could also say that somebody was going somewhere, you know, going looking for something else. Because maybe they weren't satisfied. But I feel like, you know, when you go looking for stuff, you find it. But what you find isn't always what you want to see. You know, just like when people go looking through phones or social media to see if, you know, their person is cheating or whatever. You go looking for stuff, you're going to find it. But what you find may not always be what you actually want. So you go looking for people, you find people, but, you know, are they the right person for you? Six of Pentacles says that somebody was giving way more to this situation. We kind of already established that. Knight of Swords says that there could have been a lot of arguments, a lot of conflict between you two. The Knight of Swords is something that's very impulsive too. So it could have been just a very abrupt change, like what? Just up and left, just ghosted you, no real communication. Or they took something that wasn't even that big of a deal and just dipped. Because some people will do that. They will, you know, find the smallest thing to be mad about or to get upset about. But it's not even that they're mad or upset. They just want a reason to leave. And so they're going to take whatever, give them a little bit, and they're going to run with it so that they can get out of a situation. But the Sun is here. Happiness and fulfillment. Maybe they felt like they would find happiness somewhere else. And where they thought they would find happiness, it's been a whole lot of conflict. And now they're like, damn, like I said, it's that grass is greener. Yeah, the grass looks greener over there, but it's artificial. It ain't real. So of course it looks greener. What you had over here was real. So yeah, at times it wasn't always green. Sometimes it was a little brown. Sometimes we forgot to water it. Sometimes we forgot to nurture it. Sometimes things got real heated. And so yeah, it's not always perfect, but it's real at the end of the day. You can't do shit with fake grass. It's fake. It's always going to be the same, always going to look the same. It's always going to look perfect because it's fake, but nothing in life is perfect. So that should be a red flag right there. But I feel like this person is now realizing that whatever they thought they were going to get outside of the connection with you isn't all that great.
I'd rather have bad times with you than good times with someone else. I'd rather be beside you in a storm than safe and warm by myself.
Luther said it best. And I feel like that's where this person is. Like, I'd rather struggle with you than be in another situation with somebody else or by myself and I'm miserable. I'd rather go through this with you, this push and pull, this back and forth type situation until we get it right, because at the end of the day, it's still happiness. It's still joy. It's still fulfillment for me. I'd rather do this with you than to have, a picture perfect or, semi picture perfect situation by myself or with somebody else. And they're realizing that now. Is it a little too late? I don't know. You tell me. Let me know in the comments below if it is too late for this person to come back. But I feel like if you're watching it, is it really too late? Because you wanted to know. Don't be lying to yourself. You can't lie to me, but don't lie to yourself. Spirit, please clarify this 9 of... Got the Ten of Swords. It was flipped over. I don't know when it flipped over, but whatever. Please clarify the 9 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So we have at the bottom of the deck, we had the Queen of Wands that fell on the floor. So we have the Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Queen of Wands. So it could have been a third party situation. It could have been a nosy family member to a friend. It could be anybody, anything. But this Ten of Swords says that something was going on for a very long time. Something happened repeatedly. And somebody got fed up. It's like, how many times do I have to be stabbed in the back and then forgive you just for you to turn around and do it again? I deserve better. 9 of Pentacles energy. We have this Ace of Pentacles in reverse though. So is it that it's not being offered at all, or is it not being taken? Because you're so over this 10 of Swords energy. Like, I don't even have trust in you that if I give you another chance, it's going to be different this time around. Queen of Swords energy, ready to cut it off. Very cold towards this person, and hey, you're entitled to feel that way. We got the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse. I want to see what this is about though. Spirit, please clarify this Ace of, okay. 6 of Cups in reverse. Interesante. Y'all, I've been practicing Spanish. Can y'all tell? Somebody leave a comment in Spanish for me. I'm going to see if I can translate it. We got the 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Soulmate cards. You are soulmates, yes. I always tell people, just because somebody is your soulmate does not mean that you are meant to be together forever. Sometimes you're just supposed to be in one another's life to get the lessons that you need to get, and then you release them with gratitude, not bitterness. Ace of Pentacles in reverse though, 6 of Cups in reverse. Some of you are just done. Like, I have zero, I'm good. Don't want this anymore. I'm ready to move on. And that's your prerogative. You are completely entitled to do whatever it is that you want to do in this situation. I don't feel like this is in reverse because it's not going to come. I just feel like some of you are so fed up with this person and just you're in a very different mental space that you don't want to deal with it. And you're like, look, I've been here, done this several times. We've been on this emotional roller coaster several times, and I'm good. Thanks, but no thanks.
Thank you. Next. I'm so fucking grateful for my ex.
That's where some of you are.
Living my life like just golden.
With this Sun and this 9 of Pentacles energy. Like, don't come back over here with your bullshit ass energy. I'm above all of that now. I don't have time for any of that. Some of you are cutting it off and moving on.
And safe and warm by myself. Together than to have it easier. I'd rather have the one who holds my heart. Just
Shuffling these cards real quick, and then we're gonna move to the next section. What was the next section, y'all? See, this is why I don't do goddamn spreads. Will there be communication? There you go. Attraction says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. We have probable, so there's a 50-50 chance here that there could be communication. For some of you, you will get communication. For others of you, you won't. Some of you are waiting on this communication, though. You know, everybody's story is going to be different. This is general, so please keep that in mind. Everybody's story is different. Some of you don't want nothing to do with this person, but you're still watching it, so, you know. Others of you, you know, you're waiting on this communication, and you're at least open to hearing what this person has to say. For some of you, it was a lot of foolery going on, but it could have been something that happened like a long time ago, like years ago. But now, you know, you're more open to this person coming back around. Whatever the case is for you. Some of you will receive communication. Some of you are waiting for communication. Some of you won't receive communication. And some of you don't want the communication. Probable, 50-50 here. You know, whichever group you belong to. This Three of Wands is about waiting for your ships to come in per, you know, the traditional meaning. But who the hell waits on ships to come in these days? Nobody. So it's waiting for something, whatever it is that you are waiting for. I feel like it's being patient, but at the same time being like, hurry the fuck up. Like, my feet hurt. I've been standing here a long time. Come on. I feel like this communication is something that may come in unexpectedly. Like, at the most random time, it's going to come up. We have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So you could be dealing with one of those signs. We got Wands here, so you could also be dealing with a Leo, Sag, or Aries. Could be any sign, whatever. The Queen of Cups is making me think of the fact that we're almost in Scorpio season. We have the new moon in Scorpio. Is it in Scorpio? I think so. On the 27th, which is Sunday. You could be dealing with a Scorpio who has a birthday coming up. Maybe there'll be communication around that time. Maybe there'll be communication in this new moon energy, or the fact that we have Mercury retrograde coming up on the 31st in Scorpio. So Scorpio is significant. Could be because of what the planets got going on, but could also be significant to you because you're dealing with somebody who is a Scorpio, or you are a Scorpio. Maybe if it's your birthday coming up, this person will, you know, reach out to you for your birthday. Let's see. Let's clarify though. Spirit, please clarify the Three of Wands. Four of Cups. Somebody's just like, hell no.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no.
Somebody got tired of waiting is what I feel like. It's like when it finally comes, it's too late. It's just like, I'm over this. Because bruh man is just pouring the cup out like, no, I don't want this. I've been standing here waiting. My feet hurt. Like, I'm good. You said you was coming in 10 minutes. I done called me an Uber. Uber got here before you. Sorry. Please clarify the Four of Cups. We have Temperance. Temperance is about balance, restoring the peace as well. It's very calm energy. Maybe you don't want this person to disrupt your peace, to disrupt the peace you've created for yourself without them. This Three of Wands is also, you know, to us, this person's back is facing us. So maybe you kind of turn your back on this person. Like, I'm good. I have zero interest in entertaining this. Lady Angel, whatever she's supposed to be, she pouring out the cup too for a different reason, but still pouring out the cup. Pouring out the cup and sending something. This is as above, so below, but, you know, the bird is flying away. The water is being poured out. Like, no, I'm good. I feel like for some of you, those of you who don't want communication and are just done with this person, I don't even know where I was going with that. I feel like communication is coming though. Definitely coming. Some of you, that's what you want. You're going to be willing to talk it out and kind of restore the relationship, or at least start the process of restoring the relationship. But others of you is just like, nah, I'm good. I found my footing without you, and I want to keep it that way. Maybe there was a lot of codependent energy between you and this person. Maybe you were codependent on them, vice versa. Both of you could have been codependent, and now you're independent. And you just don't want to be caught up in this energy anymore. I heard Caught Up in the Rapture of Love. That's my song.
Caught up in the rapture of love. Nothing else can compare.
Spirit, please clarify this Temperance card. What is this Temperance card about? Four of Pentacles. Now, come on now, y'all. Is it because you don't want it, or is it because you're just being stubborn? You don't want to give in too easy. So now that I'm looking at this Temperance card, she got one foot in the water and one foot on the rock. I'm here talking about y'all want to, you know, you got your foot in it. Maybe you do, but maybe it's because you like halfway out and halfway in. Like you don't really know. Maybe that's why it's probable too, because it's, you know, probable that you may accept it. But are you being stubborn with this Four of Pentacles? Like, are you giving this person a hard time, or will you give this person a hard time when they come back pouring out their heart to you? Are you going to make them sweat a little bit? Is that what this is with this Four of Pentacles? Because the Four of Pentacles is somebody who's not willing to open up. Somebody who's also not willing to let something go. So is there a need for you to heal some things still, so that you can move past it? So that you can be open to receive whatever, even if it's not in this situation and it's something completely new. Because this man is holding on to these pentacles real tight. So what is it that you don't want to let go of? Is it the person, or is it what they did to you? Is it the pain that they caused that you don't want to let go of? I always tell people, like, you have to forgive, not for anybody else, but for yourself. But you also have to be willing to look at people differently, even if you don't want anything to do with them. Some people have only one image of the people that they have encountered, and that's usually the image where things went wrong and what this person did to them. You see this person in that way, like they cheated, they broke my heart, they did X, Y, and Z to me, and that's how you see them forever, even if they change, because people are capable of changing. If you are capable of changing, anybody can change. It's not just you who has that ability. So you have to be willing to see people as they are now and not how they used to be. And a lot of people don't do that. They hold on to the image of the person who hurt them. But maybe they're not that person anymore. Maybe they've changed. I mean, if it's been like 2 days, then chances are they haven't changed. But if it's been a year or longer, the likelihood of them changing is a lot greater, because it's been more time. Life has happened. Experiences have taken place. So, you know, if they have been willing to do the work, then it is possible that they have changed, but you'll never know if you keep viewing them in the way that you've always viewed them, or in the way that you last saw them, which was when you were hurt. Because some people like to carry pain around like trophies. Like you don't really get a trophy for your pain. Like, let it go. Like, my heart got 32 stab wounds from this person. Like, okay, cool, but you don't want to heal that? Like, you don't want to go see about that? And this Band-Aid over here is from Junior, and this one over here is from Anthony, and this one over here is from Billy. All right, cool, but they look a little infected. You sure you good? You don't want to go get that checked out? You know you could get that taken care of, and it could be restored, it could be healed, it could be renewed. Nah, I like it like this. Okay then. So is that what the issue is here? Are you being stubborn? Are you not letting go of something? Are you unwilling to see this person in a different light? Like I said, if this is something new and recent and y'all have only been without communication, you know, for, you know, a couple of days, a week, even a couple of months, then chances are they probably haven't changed all that much. But there may still be some growth that needs to happen in order for things to move forward successfully, if that is what you want. Please clarify the Eight of Wands. Page of Pentacles, the Fool, the Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ten of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. We got 3 cards here that symbolize the start of something new. The Page of Pentacles is the seed. It is the beginning phase of something that you care for, that you give your attention to, and you watch it grow. So the start of something new. Somebody wanting to plant a seed, whether that's a literal seed with this Ace of Wands here, you know, and you're having sex, or just building a new foundation. The Fool here is a new beginning. The Ace of Wands is a new passionate beginning. So the opportunity for something new is very possible. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. Somebody's wish is going to be granted. Now I'm a little bit iffy on y'all because I feel like maybe it's your wish too, but you're just being stubborn. You're just being difficult. Like I said, you're watching the video though, and I appreciate you for watching the video. However, if you really didn't care, would you be watching a video about what's going on with them if you didn't care? If there wasn't some part of you that wanted to know what was going to happen in this situation, what could potentially happen in this situation. The Ten of Wands here, we got the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords. You know, so it was a lot. It was overwhelming. It was stressful. It was draining, possibly. And the idea, the thought of getting back into the ring with this person does not seem appealing to you. But at the same time, we had the Sun previously. We have the Nine of Cups here. Fulfillment, happiness. There was something that felt right in this situation. Something that felt good. Something that caused you to stay in the situation for as long as you did. We got these 2 queens here. Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords is here again. Their backs are turned towards each other. They are facing in opposite directions, focusing on 2 different things. And even though these are queens, you know, it could be a male and a female. It doesn't matter. It's just the energy. This could also be the feminine energy, and it's just showing up as the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. One, because you could be focusing more on your money than you are on love. And so when it comes to love, you're the Queen of Swords. Like, I don't have time for it. I'm cutting it off. You know, you could have a little bit of ice on your heart, and so you're focused on getting the money. You're focused on your pentacle, focused on what you are growing and building for yourself. Nothing wrong with that, if that's what you want to do. But I feel like these queens are looking in opposite directions, focused on different things, not paying one another any attention. This could also be friends. You know, maybe you had a falling out with a friend. Anytime I see this particular Queen of Swords card, there is a butterfly at the top of her sword. It says to me that there's been growth. There's also a butterfly down here at the bottom. But this butterfly says to me that there's been change. That there's been, I don't know, what do butterflies do? Metamorphosis? Is that what it's called? Y'all know what I'm talking about. There's been change. There's been growth. Enough time has passed for there to be growth. Now, whether or not that growth is in the right direction, who knows? Only you can determine that. But there has been growth. And she's focused. Very clear thoughts. Very logical right now. Not really tapping into those emotions. Looking at it from a very logical standpoint. A very practical standpoint with this Queen of Pentacles. Practical and logical, not emotional right now. And so if this person comes to you expressing their feelings, pouring out their heart, it's just like, it's just like with earth signs or air signs. Not all of them, because we're all different, but I got a lot of Capricorn placements, and I'm not going to say I'm not emotional, but I don't like a whole lot of emotions. Like, calm down, you're doing too much. And so this person's approach may need to be more practical. And with this Page of Pentacles, I feel like it could be something more practical. A small gesture. Like I said, maybe you're a Scorpio or this person is a Scorpio, whatever. But I feel like Scorpio season is significant here for some of you. And something practical is going to take place, whether it's your birthday, this other person's birthday, or some type of event or something is coming up. And they may take a more practical approach. But like your focus is somewhere else though. Doesn't look like it's on another person. It could be. But I feel like it's on more practical things. Building something for yourself, going back to school, trying to further your career, whatever it is, advancement. So, will communication come in? I feel like for most of you, the answer is yes. Now, whether or not the communication is going to lead to something is going to be a completely different story. But I do feel like communication is going to come in. It's going to start off slow. This Page of Pentacles is something small, not insignificant, but something small. It's not like, you know, a whole proposal. It's something small. Let's see. What is this conversation going to be like if you do have a conversation with this person?
I don't make the trick, so you know we got to turn on.
So, what is this conversation going to be like if you do have a conversation with this person? We have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Bone combo, death, and the 5 of Cups. With unrequited love, I don't necessarily feel like it's unrequited love. I mean, for some of you, it could be because, like I said, some of you are just completely over this situation, or at least that's what you're telling yourself. So that's what's showing up in the energy. But I feel like I said earlier, at least I think I said it out loud. Sometimes I say stuff in my head and I don't actually say it out loud, but I digress. I said earlier that this person may have left the situation feeling one way, but then they had a change of heart and they realized that what they thought wasn't actually true. Like, that's how I feel about this unrequited love situation. It's almost as if when they left the situation, they felt like there was no chemistry and no attraction. Maybe you had been together for some time and like that, you know, the romance, the passion kind of fizzled out, and it was just like, okay, like this is very dry. Like there's nothing here. There's no spark. There's nothing here. But then this time apart has allowed them to see that that wasn't necessarily the truth, I feel like. And with this 5 of Cups, now they feel bad. Because instead of, like I said, with the whole analogy or metaphor, whichever one it is, with the grass, it's like I could have just stayed over there in my house and kept taking care of the grass instead of trying to find new grass that wasn't even real. It looked better from where I was standing, from my vantage point. It looked better because our grass at our house was a little bit dull. You know, the sun was out and it was out a lot. It was heated. It was hot. But we weren't giving to it. We weren't giving it the nutrients. We weren't giving it the water. We were not taking care of the relationship and nurturing the relationship, or at least this person wasn't. And you were, or vice versa. And so it's like, now that in this 5 of Cups energy, I want to do over. I want to try this again. I want to be more willing to focus on my own grass than somebody else's grass. You know, because like they say, the grass is greener where you water it, where you take care of it, where you put in your time, energy, and effort. That's where it's going to be greener. And I feel like this person is kind of reminiscing on all of the things that they did not do. And maybe all of the things that you did do, or vice versa. With death here, again, Scorpio energy. For some of you, Scorpio is really significant. But this is something that ends, that leads to a transformation, change, which is what I said in the last little group. Are you still looking at this person in the way that they were before? And again, I have to keep reiterating, because some of y'all are going to think, you know, because y'all stopped talking 2 days ago, if he come back tomorrow, then all of a sudden, you know, he or she is just the perfect person. Like, no. People can change, but it's going to take a lot longer than 3 days. Like, they're not Jesus, okay? I'm getting San Antonio for some reason. I don't know, y'all. This card, so in the background here, this little thing, I don't even know what that's supposed to be, but it kind of looks like the tip of Texas, but it also reminds me of, I don't even know what the place is called, but I know it's in San Antonio. I don't know. San Antonio may be significant to you. Maybe you went to San Antonio with this person. Maybe this person lives there. You live there. I don't know. Could be significant to somebody. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, there is, I feel like there's been transformation for those of you who have been without communication for some time. And you have to be willing to see this person in a new light. This Five of Cups is also you. You focusing on the past versus what is showing up presently. You focusing on the cups that are spilled and seeing the mess that it caused, the damage that it created within you, instead of seeing that there are still cups that are upright. Spirit, please clarify death. There goes that sun again. We got the Emperor, we got the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords came out previously. The Emperor, the masculine energy. So like I said, this masculine energy is the person who has changed, who has undergone some type of change. But I feel like the feminine energy, whether you're a female or a male, is still seeing this person as they were previously, or you will see this person as they were previously and not as they are currently. Because some of you can't get past this Ten of Swords energy, which means that you haven't fully forgiven the situation. You haven't fully healed from the situation. Because you can forgive somebody and not want to deal with them, but at the same time the situation doesn't affect you anymore. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't hurt you. You don't look at this person and just, automatically feel resentment or bitterness or hurt or pain or whatever it is that you feel. You're able to kind of look at them from a neutral position, or even a position of there still being love there. Like, yeah, what happened was fucked up. Yeah, what you did could have been fucked up, but I forgive you, and, there's no bad blood there. But some of you haven't fully healed. So, please clarify the Emperor. Judgment, the Ten of Pentacles. You got the Hangman at the bottom of the deck. Enlightenment, seeing things differently, changing your perspective. This Ten of Pentacles says that somebody is more stable, or that there is stability here with that Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles being the energy you want to be in when you are getting into a relationship and somebody brings you the additional pentacle, the Page of Pentacles, and together you build something. The Emperor is somebody you could build with. You can build with a king too. Can't really build nothing significant with a knight. What you want is the king, but even better is the Emperor. This person has transformed into this Emperor. There's been growth. There's been evolution. And as I said that and looked at the time, it was 11:11. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Because some of y'all are hard-headed. And even after you listen to this video, you still gonna feel how you feel. It's cool. But I feel like this person has changed and wants to show you that change. Because we done had the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands. This is the energy that's not all that great. It's the heavy energy. It's the difficult energy versus the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, which is what we want. The Ten of Pentacles being stability. This person could be financially stable or in a much better position now than they were previously. Could be just more stable within themselves, more confident, more sure about what it is that they want. Maybe they were very wishy-washy before. But Judgment is here saying that somebody has to make a decision. Somebody wants their family back with this Ten of Pentacles and is willing to do what is necessary. I feel like somebody could have also had some type of issue with substance abuse, whether that's drugs, alcohol, whatever. And they had to kind of go away to get right. And now they're coming back like, look, I'm clean. They got their paperwork, is what I'm seeing. Like, look, I did this, this, and this. I'm good. Like, I'm working on this. I just want my family back. I just want this relationship back. I just want this marriage back. I know what I did before. I know I damaged what we had before, but I want to start over. Not forgetting what happened, not trying to dismiss how you felt, your feelings about the situation, but wanting to start over. Please clarify the Five of Cups. The Empress and the Moon. So you got the Emperor. The Empress got counterparts. Again, the Moon came out again. So some type of secret or something that's hidden. It doesn't necessarily have to be a secret. Some of you, you're going to find out you're pregnant. Like I said previously with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, that could have been a literal seed. Some of you are finding out or will find out that you're pregnant. Please clarify the Moon. Got the Two of Swords, Eight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, the Hierophant, Five of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. Heartbreak. Somebody's still heartbroken. Somebody's still hurt. There's still some residual energy. You go from the Ten of Swords to the Three of Swords, so there's been progress. But there is still pain. And, you know, that's not to say that you shouldn't feel how you feel. You are entitled to feel how you feel. But at the same time, with this Five of Pentacles energy, you're not there anymore. You're not outside in the cold. Like, the sun has been given to you. It's available to you. You're not out in the cold anymore. You don't have to be cold anymore. The Hierophant, it could have been a marriage, like I said, or a long-term commitment if it wasn't a marriage. But the Seven of Wands, this Five of Pentacles, this Two of Swords, all of the energy that is here is very conflicted energy. But I feel like this is something that the feminine energy is going to have to take care of. There's still some things that need to be healed, that need to be addressed on your end. Because the Seven of Wands is defensiveness. The Five of Pentacles is feeling like you've been abandoned, and maybe you feel like this person abandoned you. Maybe you have a family and you feel like they just left you to tend to everything by yourself. But this Eight of Swords is a lie. You're not stuck. You're not unsure. This Two of Swords is the same energy. Having to make a decision. Feeling like you're at a crossroads, but this person is wearing a blindfold, just like in the Eight of Swords. Take the blindfold off so you can see some things clearly. Don't be blind to your own bullshit, too. The things that you haven't fully healed from, the things that you're still holding on to with that Four of Pentacles. Forgive. Forgive does not mean that you have to get with this person if that's not what you want to do. But you still need to forgive yourself, this person, and be grateful for the experience, for the situation, for whatever happened, so that you can grow from it, so that you can heal from it. I feel like the conversation is going to go as well as you want it to go if there's a conversation between you and your person. If you are open to hearing what they have to say, if you're not angry, if you're not bitter, if you actually done the healing work, or at least you're in the process of working on it, the conversation can go really well. I feel like some of you are definitely avoiding or have been avoiding fully healing by focusing on something else. Could be your money, what you are building. Earth energy here, so definitely could be a Capricorn because we're good at that. But somebody is avoiding the necessary healing that needs to be done. I do hope that this was helpful for you, that it provides you with the guidance, the clarity, the insight that you were looking for. Be sure to like this video if you have not already. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what's going on with you in your situation. Follow me on Instagram at thebluntreader, and I will talk to y'all next time. Remember, I love you for free.